أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون. هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. صدق الله العظيم. He is Allah, other than whom there is no deity. He is the knower of the unseen and the witness. He is the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. He is Allah, other than whom there is no deity, the sovereign, the pure, the perfection, the bestower of faith, the overseer, the exalted in might, the compeller, the superior. Exalting is Allah above whatever they associate with Him. He is Allah, the creator, the inventor, the fashioner. To Him belong the best names. Whatever is in the heavens and the earth is exalting Him, and He is exalted in might, the wise. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to welcome everyone. Mrs. Marzia Shah.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. What a pleasure it is to see our students, our teachers, our board members, and especially our chief guest, Mrs. Durre Shamim Rafi. I would like to welcome everyone this morning to our debate contest, and it gives me immense pleasure to welcome our esteemed chief guest who started her career at the PACC as Miss Musharrif in 1960 and retired as Mrs. Rafi in 2005. Under her leadership and mentoring as Director, English Language Program, PACC saw its 40 years, glorious 40 years, I'd say, with thousands of ELP students at our gates and in our classrooms. And of course, there were 10 centers from Peshawar to Karachi. She was selected for the Fulbright Scholarship during her tenure at the PACC. Each one of us was mentored by a lady who made us feel so special, gave us utmost respect and affection. But be they the staff, the faculty, the middle management, or upper management. Today, we are proud to say that we owe it all to one and only our mentor and guiding light, Mrs. Durre Shamim Rafi. I would like to introduce our honorable judges, and they are our PACC alumni, which I'm so proud of, and there's so much we have learned from you all too. And accepted my invitation to be here. Thank you so much. Mrs. Hamida Usman, wife of a very well-known, illustrious banker, mother of 2 children, joined the PACC in 1980 and remained here. And Hammi, as we fondly call her, wore her crisp cotton saris, which were the highlight of the PACC. She taught, after PACC, she went to Greenwich. She taught research papers there at Greenwich University. And then at Lyceum, she taught English for 20 years. Currently, she is on the executive committee of Lyceum and also an IELTS examiner at AEO. So, we have, so we've got an IELTS examiner, students who are planning, all right, do attempt your IELTS. Mrs. Tayyaba Ahad joined the PACC in 1979 and was here for 27 years, if I'm not wrong. And when Mrs. Rafi retired in 2005, that is when Tayyaba too exited from the PACC. Tayyaba is a dedicated Rotarian and carries the Rotary Club Karachi Metropolitan on her shoulders. There's no one else who could do it better. She is a true leader and a mentor. Her commitment to helping the less fortunate segment of society in every field is remarkable. Tayyaba has been organizing debates for O-level students at Karachi for the past 18 years, which is sponsored by the Rotary Club of Karachi Metropolitan. I would like to mention here that Ejaz Ahad, her better half and an architect of immense repute, designed the Ahad block. All done pro bono. That is the dedication and love we've all had for the PACC. And just to jog your memory, Ahad block is where we have all our classrooms and we have the Lincoln's Corner. Now, we'd love to show you all Lincoln's Corner to our judges and our chief guests. Ms. Rehmat Ibrahim, a member of the PACC faculty, joined in 1987 and spent 15 years here, both in class and being mentored by Director Planning, the late Miss Azim Shah, and Director ELP, Mrs. Rafi. Her motivation at PACC led her to specialize in English language teaching. Currently, she is the treasurer of the SPELT Central Executive Committee. She is involved in community service and mentors teachers and tertiary level clients from all professions. I would thank you so much. We have Miss Azra Bagza, who has specially been called to tabulate the results at the end of the program, and she shall assist us. She's been here for 18 years earlier and has joined us again in the capacity of a corporate trainer and classes. Her positive attitude and encouragement and love for ELT aids the students to achieve their language skills. Thank you once again. Students, I haven't forgotten you all. You all are our strength. I know you've been wrapped up today an action-packed learning weeks, practicing and rehearsing. Hearing it from Mrs. Shah, go out in the garden, walk up and down, take in some fresh air and keep learning and come back again in the auditorium for me to listen to you all. So the teachers, all of us have been working with them. You are students, you are all feeling excited and probably and possibly anxious. I hope you all will learn from this experience, share this in your hometowns, in your villages and communities, and make it like a sadqa jariya, whereby which you learn the language here and go and spread it. Remember, this is a launching pad for you all, dear students. You will face obstacles, but always remember, be resilient. And by resilient, I mean do not give up easily. Regardless of the results today, you will have wonderful stories to share about your experience here. Keep studying at PACC, keep learning at PACC, and keep dreaming big. Thank you, everyone, and good luck.
Respected judges, teachers, and my fellow students. Today I am talking about my mother. My mother is my inspiration. She is my best friend. I like her for so many reasons. I can write a whole book about my mother's good habits. She takes care of me, she cooks for me, she makes me happy. Sometimes I need help. There is no one ready to help me, but I know I will go home. My mother is always there to help me. I love hanging out with her. We go shopping together. We share secrets with each other. She is so beautiful, so sweet, and such a caring person in my family. I love her and I respect her every day, not only on Mother's Day. My mother is my superhero and my strength. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Surya. Our next participant is Ishar, and he will speak also for my teacher.
I begin in the name of Allah, who is the most merciful and the most beneficent. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all from the core of my heart. Honorable President, respectable Chief Guest, respected teachers, judges, and my dear fellows, Assalamu alaikum. It's a great pleasure for me to be here. The topic of my speech is my teacher. It's a great and vast topic, but still I would add a drop of water to the ocean. Respected audience, it's not a speech, but these are suggestions and strategies about the given topic. Mr. President, a teacher is an important person in everyone's life. Teacher gives good education and lays the foundation of good habits. I have a teacher in my life who is important to me. My favorite teacher is Miss Rana Wahid. She teaches English. She has full knowledge of her subject. Her method of teaching is very interesting and impressive. She likes disciplined and well-disciplined students. Last but not the least, I would like to conclude my speech on this words. I have a great regard for her because she always leads the students on the right path. I am very grateful for having such a good teacher in my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ishar. That was so nice of you to say those words. Our next participant is Nasir Ahmed.
In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most gracious, respected chief guests, judges, teachers, and my dear friends, Assalamu alaikum. Today I am here to give a tribute to my favorite teachers. I am Nasir Ahmed. I am a student of ELP program level pre-beginner. Teachers are our second parents. My favorite teacher name is Miss Faiza Muzaffar. She is very polite and humble by nature. She is a good teacher in the world. She gives her full attention to each student. She teaches us with lot of fun activities. Miss Faiza motivates us to ask questions in class. Her teaching style is excellent. We can easily understand what she explained to us. She makes learning process very interesting as well as creative. She gives us extra knowledge which is out of the course because of her. I developing my English learning skills, which is very helpful for me. We want the same teacher in the next level. We would like to be a part of her class for the future as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nasir. Our next speaker is Zohar Naeem from the Karimabad campus.
Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. Thank you PSCC for giving me this opportunity to pay gratitude my mother. The most beautiful word on the lips of mankind is the word of mother. Almighty Allah, best of the humanity, with his countless blessings, and one of them is mother, who takes care of her child from birth to her last breath without expecting anything in return. Mothers are not the ones that have never struggled. They are the ones that never give up despite the struggle. My mother is the first country and the first place I ever lived. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zohar. Our next participant is Manha Javed.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. A very warm welcome to all. Mother is not simply a word. In fact, it is a whole universe in itself. Mother is a symbol of love, care and sacrifice. The most dearest and hardy bond is of a mother and a child. So tell me about my mother. My mother is the most important person in my life. She is the most precious gift of Allah I have. Not only she has given me birth, but she has nurtured me. She has comforted me and supported me. She has done a lot to make my life smooth and comfortable. And I feel as I am the luckiest person in this whole world to have such a mom. She always encourages me, motivates me. Because of her, I am standing with confidence in front of you all. All my life problems have just one simple solution: a hug from my mother. Her warm, affectionate touch gives me immense pleasure, and I feel as I am in paradise. She is the most precious. She's a tender smile to guide my way. My mother is my sunshine to light my day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We would now end the first session. The debates will now start with the foundation group, and their topic is banning of mobile devices. They will speak either in favor, for, or against. We have 6 participants in this category, and they will have a duration of 1.5 minutes for each candidate. So let's start, shall we? Our first candidate is Abdullah, and he will speak in favor of the subject.
Honorable judges, respected teachers and my fellow students, Assalamu alaikum. Students bringing in mobile devices like cell phones and tablets are on a rise in the recent years. Most of the educational institutions ban cell phones in their campus. Most of the parents allow their children to take up mobile to their school. Most of the parents concerned with the use of mobile during classes. For me, banning mobile phone and smartphones is a wise decision. Mobile phone might have contained many benefits for students, but it also makes many problems for students. The most common problem is that students easily get distracted through our social media, resulting a downward trend in their school assessments. Nowadays, every student has their own cell phone. Parents do not monitor their children's activities. Internet is full of immoral videos which affect their moral values. Cyberbullying is also a major consequence of excessive cell phone use. They know very little about their acquaintances, so they get easily trapped by a criminal-minded peoples. At the end, I would like to say that considering the aforesaid arguments, banning mobile phone at the school level will be highly appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdullah. Our next candidate who will be speaking against the motion is Athar.
Honorable judges, respected teachers, and my dear fellow students, Assalamu alaikum. Today, I have got a chance to talk about why mobile phones should not be banned in the school. Cell phones allow students to get the external help if they need it. The life of a student in school involves attending their classes, spending some of their free time with friends, and doing their assignments. Assignments are compulsory and must be completed at all costs if students want to progress in their studies. Sometimes students are giving the assignment that they are not comfortable with or have no idea how to tackle them and might need some outside help to complete them. Cell phones play a massive role when a particular student is struggling with a topic given by them in school. Cell phones allow a student to connect. Communication is very important in students' life. Cell phones allow students to not only socialize with each other but also keep up to date that what's happening in the entertainment world. To conclude my topic, I will say that educational strategies should introduce do's and don'ts of cell phone in the school premises. This is how students can learn the right use of cell phone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Asad. Our next candidate is Bisma, and she will speak in favor of the topic.
Hi everyone, I'm Saida Bisma and I'm from beginner level. Today I'm here and the topic of my debate is banning of mobile phones. My honorable judges, I say this because I have seen and experienced myself many harmful effects of mobile phones on students. First of all, the usage of mobile phones in the class distracts students. It takes students' attention away from the classroom. And we all know that paying attention is the most valuable thing that the student can have. Without paying attention in the class, we can't learn anything. Secondly, we can imagine that what happens when the student's phone suddenly beeps in the classroom and another student turns their head to the student whose phone rings and teacher stops to see what's going on and everyone gets distracted in the class. That's my point. Thirdly, my honorable judges, we can say that we use mobile phone as a dictionary. So according to me, if your teacher is present in your class, so why can't you use your mobile phone as a dictionary? You should ask your teacher. She's a big dictionary for you. Third and last, stress and depression. Mobile phone, excessive use of mobile phone causes stress and depression. And scientific research also proves that when our phone rings, we become anxious. And when it can happen 6 or 7 times in an hour, we become depressed. In the end of my debate, I would like to say that all the educational institutions should be mobile-free zones. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next candidate is Osama, and he will speak against the topic.
Mobile phones be allowed in the educational centers. Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Osama Murtaza and I'm from the beginners level. Honorable judges, today my topic is the banning the mobile phones and I'm afraid I disagree on this. First of all, mobile phones is a necessity. It's not a luxury and it's not entertainment. I think mobile phones it's really important for us in our daily life. And science gave a birth to the mobile phones and now we can't live without them, like we can't live without food. I'm not talking about the addiction, I'm talking about the usage in our daily life. So I would need to know, does someone here thinks the mobile phone distract us? No, actually not. And someone says the mobile phones make our attention short. Actually, no. The fact that we can put them on silence and we just attention to our class, what's going on in the class. That's it. The second thing is that I want to just let you know about the mobile phones having a multifunctional apps and always whatever we want to say. And mobile phones having a bunch of knowledge in the internet, and with the internet we can do whatever we want to search it. Imagine yourself like you go physically, you just like do any kind of research and you go physically library to library, the bookshelves to bookshelves, and it really is like a waste of time for you. And now I recall I going to college. At that time I carried a dictionary, like a massive heavy Oxford dictionary at that time. And now we have a smart gadgets. Now it's at smartphones having 10 dictionaries one at a time. And you need just spell it and that's it. You find the word whatever you want to do. And that word also says about the verb or noun or whatever it is. In the end, I want to just let you know that mobile phones is really important. It's a necessity for our life. It's very important for us. So just forget about the banning and focus on the future. Thank you.
Our next will be Shahzaid.
Honorable guests, respected teachers, judges, and my dear fellow students, Assalamu alaikum. I am thankful to you for the opportunity to share my views with you. Based on my opinion, I strongly believe that cell phones should be banned in schools. First of all, cell phones should be banned in school because students lose focus in the class. Acquires knowledge, learn something new, and to get educated are the reason we go to school. If learning is a priority, then what role cell phone play in the classroom? They serve as distractors. What else? Respected guests, cell phones should be banned in school because students tend to serve the website in the classroom that shows the complete attachment to the cell phone. They learn nothing in such as scenarios. To conclude my topic, I would like to say that banning cell phone in school is the only solution to get rid of its disadvantages. Just because of its few advantages, education should not be hidden. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our last candidate in this category is Hasib, and he will speak against the motion.
Honorable guests, respected teachers, and my dear fellow students, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Hasib Akbar, and I am very thankful for this chance to express my views. So today my topic is banning mobile phones in the school. I am completely against this motion. The use of mobile phones in schools by the students has become a controversial topic. As far as I am concerned, I am completely in the favor of letting students use the phone, even within the premises of the school. People who support the use of cell phones believe that these phones are essentials for safety. Allowing children to communicate with their parents and guardians could simplify many school matters, and it is important in today's world that every child learn how to deal with new media as early as possible. Many persons also think that you should take advantage of the fact that nowadays there is no need to memorize every fact anymore, as cell phones can be used to assist all human knowledge virtually anywhere, allowing schools to shift their focus from impacting knowledge to understand how certain things work together and promoting the development of personality, teamwork, creativity, and social skill. Another benefit of mobile phone is that the teachers can use unattractive tools where students can participate through their phones like Kahoot. Honorable judges, I would like to end this by saying that banning things is not the solution. This way we will not be able to benefit from them. A few disadvantages does not warrant of a banning of a tool or technology. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This comes to the end of the foundation stage. There are 4 participants in this category. Their topic is zoos should be banned, and they will speak either for or against this topic. Their duration will be for a maximum of 2 minutes. Our first candidate is Nayab, and he will speak in favor of the topic.
Honorable judges, respected teachers, students, and dear friends, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Nayab Shaban, and I will talk about the topic banning of zoos. Yes, I am in the favor of banning of zoos. Zoo is a place where many animals and birds live in the cages. They live in a closed area and the people see them outside of the spaces. In my opinion, zoos should be banned because the natural habitat for the animals is not zoo but forest, especially for wild animals. Animals should not be forced to live in the cages just to entertain the humans. The zoos are unsuitable environment for the animals that exposes them to numerous dangers. The zoos are unnatural environment for the animals and therefore they should be abolished.
And you know, the animals living in loneliness can slip in the depression, and this can cause early death of the animals. And honorable judges, you can see outside of the world, other parts of the world, people take care of animals very well, and the zoos are well developed. But you can see in our country, especially in our city, people do not take care of the animals. They do not fulfill the nutrition of the animals. And you know, many animals died just because they are not getting the requirements and the nutrition. And you know, animals, because of their toxic substances and waste, many diseases often spread among the species. And you know, many Asian elephants died just because of this. In my opinion, zoos should be banned because animals have some feeling. They should have freedom to live their own life. They should have freedom to go and live their own life. So they should have freedom. So in my opinion, zoos should be banned. And the zoos are the prison for the animals. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next candidate is Salsabil, and she will speak against the topic.
Honorable judges, respected teachers, guests, and my dear friends. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Salsabil from level 2. According to research, there are about 10,000 zoos in the world. If we banned all the zoos, can you imagine a world without zoos or zoo without animals? Yes, today my topic is about banning of zoos. No, I am not in the favor of this topic because the word zoo is short for zoological garden or zoological park. Zoo is the place where wild animals are collected for public display of a tourist attraction. Zoo contain wide varieties of animals that are native to all parts of the earth. We can find all kinds of birds, animals living in one place, and that is the zoo. Honorable judges, I negate my opponent's opinion that zoos should be banned. No, zoos should not be banned because there are several endangered species which are protected from extinction by zookeepers. When people come to zoo or they are taught about the conservation of a species, most of the people get motivated or inspired to do something about it, either by donating money or help volunteering to do and so on. Zoos may also protect animals from poaching. If we ban all of the zoos, then all animals will be killed by poaching. Zoos may also help us to comprehend animals. Zoos provide wildlife environment to animals. Zoos also offer opportunity programs for nice family trip. Going to zoos are often quite affordable. Zoos are quite popular or can be helpful for researchers. Many people and scientists visit zoo to learn about animals like behavioral pattern of animals. In my opinion, zoos shouldn't be banned because it play a very important or major role in our society. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Salsabil. Our next candidate is Afnan Aftab, and he will speak in favor of the topic.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable judges, respected teachers, and my fellow students, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Afnan from level 2. My topic is today's about that zoos should be banned. I would like to support this statement. I will discuss many reasons about it. Yes, zoos should be banned because animals are tortured in zoo. There are lack of laws for animal protection. Other reason is not enough space for animal. Yes, zoos should be banned because animals are living unnatural habitat. They capture animal are from wild. Yes, staff of zoo has insufficient knowledge. Cost it is very expensive. If you want to bring an animal from another country, it is very expensive. If you of my above point, don't you think zoo should be banned? This is your choice. Thank you.
Very good, Afnan. Our next candidate is Farhan, and he will speak against the topic.
Respected judges, honorable teachers, and dear fellow students, good morning. Today, we are here to discuss whether zoos should be banned or not. I am certain that they should not be banned. First of all, zoos educate the public by bringing people and animals together. Moreover, zoos save endangered species as they are kept in safe environment in order to save species from becoming extinct. Furthermore, a good zoo provides a refined habitat in which animals are never bored and have plenty of space. Likewise, some zoos help rehabilitate the wildlife and take exotic pets that people no longer want or care for. Seeing an animal in a zoo is much more personal and a memorable experience than seeing that animal in a documentary film. My opponent is of the view that animals are not given their rights in the zoo. But let me tell you, all zoos are forced by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums to treat their animals in a best possible manner, as well as animals are really looked after in the zoo. If an animal got sick in the wild, there is no one to treat it. And most probably, animal will suffer from pain and may even die. However, if the same case was in zoo, highly qualified vets deals with the situation and provide medicines to the sick or injured. So, I am positive after these points, you all are going to agree with me that zoos should not be banned. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Farhan. This was a very good section.
Our next category is upper intermediate. The topic is men are stronger than women. We have 6 participants and the allocated time is 2 minutes. I would like to invite Rifat Kasmani, who will speak for the motion.
Honorable judges, guests, respected teachers, and my fellow students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Rifat Kasmani. Today my topic is, are men stronger than women? Yes, men are stronger than women in all aspects, like physically, mentally, emotionally, and many more. It's a known fact that physically men are bigger, stronger, and faster. Even in modern times, a simple activity of jacking up a car to fit a spare tire, men can do better because of their physical strength and their stronger grip. On the artistic side, we have Picasso, Gulji, Sadikan, Leonardo da Vinci, and on the poetic side, we have Faiz Ahmad Faiz, Faraz, Ghalib, and many more. Who says women are better in kitchen? In the culinary art, the topmost chefs are men, like Thomas Keller, Sanjeev Kapoor, Chef Zakir, Chef Mehboob, and many more. Even in Pakistan, all food for all major events are prepared by men. Honorable judges, I have a very important point about men, that is, they are the protectors of women, women, children, and their beloved homelands. Even in almost high positions like banking, judiciary, government, businesses, men are heading them. And they are better throughout the working world and so are paid better than women. I have a very interesting point about men, that is, they are low maintenance. They are most happy with one pair of shoes, a couple of jeans, and a few shirts, unlike women. Moreover, they never ever worry about their wrinkles or grey hairs like women do excessively. Men think with their heads, but women are emotional, so they caught up with their emotions, and they think with their hearts. I shall end my point by saying this world works better because there are men in it. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. We next have Rubab Khan, who will speak against the topic.
Good morning, honorable judges, guests, respected teachers, and my fellow students. I am Rubab Khan from ALP Level 3. Today's my topic is, are men stronger than women? I believe women are emotionally, physically, mentally stronger than men. Physically, they are definitely stronger than men because they give birth to a new life and their endurance cannot be matched by men. Emotionally, women are kinder, more empathetic and patient than men. That's why they are good nurses and good mothers. Multitasking is a woman's strength, handling house chores, family and a house. Women is mentally stronger is proven by a Pakistani high school results in which women have been tops of the charts for many years. We also women in science like Marie Curie, a French physicist who won a Nobel Prize in 1903, and there is Dr. Tazeen Zahra Hussain, a Pakistani theoretical physicist. And I refuse my clique point that men are the best chefs. In our own country, we have famous women in this field like Zarnak Sidwa, expert in baking, and Shiri Anwar, renowned for culinary delights. Internationally, there is Helena Rizzo, expert in Brazilian Spanish cooking. Pakistan has renowned artists like Abda Parveen and Madam Noor Jahan. Lastly, world statistics prove that women live longer than men, being physically, mentally, and emotionally. Thank you for everyone to listening.
Our next candidate is Hassan Farooq, and he will speak for the topic.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. I am here to present a resolution that men are stronger than women physically, mentally, and emotionally. Do you know it is scientifically proven that men are stronger than women because women have on average less total muscle mass and body structure than men. We have example of great Muslim boxers Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. They are the example of physically stronger men. Moreover, men are also born leaders. They have great leadership skills. Just like our father of nation, Quaid-e-Azam, through his leadership, we got independence. Men, they never cry in these situations. They face the difficulties and problems throughout their lives with their heads up. Women do not get time from their children and their household. On the other hand, we have an example of Abdul Sattar Eidi, who is worldly famous humanitarian. He sacrificed all of his life just to serve orphans and help poor people. How would you find a woman comparable to Abdul Sattar Eidi, who is the pioneer of orphanage network? Well, I will sum up my point of view that women are advised to be daring like a man. A man is a symbol of strength and they will remain to be a symbol of courage. Thank you.
Can we now have Khizra, who will speak against the topic?
Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all of the seaters. This is Khizra Aziz. Let me present my stand on this debate, and that is men are not stronger than women because men and women actually are equal. Their roles are equal, but their rights are also equal. And I strongly argue Mr. Hassan for counting Abdul Sattar Eidi as the pioneer of the orphanage network. So we do have Mother Teresa in the subcontinent long as the role model for him. And women is actually a powerful gender because she has the potential to give birth. She also work, and unlike man, we have lots of examples like Benazir Bhutto, Samina Beg, as well as Fatma Ali Jinnah. So regarding this topic, do you agree with me? Of course, yes, of course you would agree with me because women is actually a powerful gender. So, and condemn them as psychologically or emotionally weak. But I would say that don't men run away when babysit a crying child. It is the woman who could deal with the tactics with crying babies. Well, socially, woman is actually a powerful gender. She has the potential to do everything. She can stand by and by with man to lead the whole human society in the past, in the present, and in the future. Hence, it is proof that women is not a weak race. They are the one who stand by and by with men. Women are actually a homemaker, and they are actually peacemaker doves. Hence, it is proved. Thank you.
Amazing. Alright, our next contestant is Shayan Imtiaz and he will speak for the topic.
Honorable judges, respected teachers, and my dear fellow students, a very good morning to you all. I am Shayan Imtiaz. Are men stronger than women? Yes, absolutely men are stronger than women, by physically, mentally, and sometimes emotionally. Men are guided by honor, sense, reality, which are not the case in women. And you know why females are not successful? Because they are always busy in chatting and gossiping. That's why. And my friend said that. And I would like to say that one of my female friend and I ran a same business, and we had a biggest opportunity to invest more and earn more with a huge risk. And I took that risk and I invested. But she backed out. You know why? Because she was a woman. And women are always scared. Am I right? Yes! And I would like to end my speech with this beautiful quote. Thus, women were created from the rib of man. Thank you so much.
Okay, next we have Madiha Shah speaking against the motion.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is Madiha Shah and my topic is men are stronger than women. I am speaking against the motion. Women are not perfect but are indisputably better than men, said by former US President Barack Obama. He also added, I am absolutely confident that for 2 years, if every nation on earth was run by women, you would see significant improvement in sports, in business, in education, in living standard, in just everything. Women have greater than men. Women make better political leaders than men, as they are not biased. They make equitable decisions without any fear. Moreover, women have also served as the bravest and strongest nurses, like Florence Nightingale. She quickly assembled a team of 34 nurses and sailed with them to help the wounded soldiers in Crimea. She displayed much bravery. She made night rounds with a lamp. That's how she earned the title of the Lady with the Lamp. But this is not it. We have hundreds of women who have excelled in their life, like Helen Keller. Helen Keller was blind and deaf child, but she did not give up. She reached with her goals and determination. Nigar Johar, who is the first female of Pakistan Army, she reached the rank of Lieutenant General with 3 stars. And Mother Teresa, also a woman. Do I need to say more to prove that women are stronger than men? Thank you so much.
Rimsha Raheen, and she will speak for the motion.
Assalamu alaikum, honorable judges, teachers, students, and all present at this event. I am Rimsha Raheen. I'm a student of ELP advanced level. And I'm going to speak in favor of this motion. The first concept about technology that I want to clear is people think the purpose of technology is to replace human beings. But this is not what the purpose of technology is. The purpose of technology is to provide better and equal opportunities to all human beings. The purpose of technology is to make human life better, happier, and easier. So, when I say every home should have a robot, the question that arises in our minds is why every home should have a robot? So the answer to your question is because we are a very busy and a very lazy generation. We don't have that much time. We cannot get done all the work by ourselves. Home robots can do all the less prestigious and dangerous jobs. So let's change the mindset, the culture of having domestic help. Why make a human do a less prestigious and a dangerous job when a robot with no emotions can do it much better and efficiently? Doesn't it make sense? This is why every home should have a robot. Robots can replace watchmen too. Now no one will have to sacrifice their sleep for us because robots can watch out for us now. At times what happens is when the robots try to steal money, they kill the watchmen. And this is not fair at all. I think a robot in danger is much better than a human in danger. I'll conclude my speech with this note that people think technology is destroying us, it is harming us. But this is not true. We just need to be disciplined with the technology. That's it. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Rachel. Speaking against the topic, we have Samir Narejo.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to everyone present here. Firstly, I would like to thank my honorable judges and my teachers for giving me this opportunity to do a debate on the topic every home should have a robot. My name is Samir Narejo and I will be speaking against the motion. The first thought that comes to my mind while imagining a robot in every home is that one day we might end up like the people in the Pixar's movie WALL-E. Just imagine how would that feel. While on a serious note, there are quite a few disadvantages of having a robot. Like firstly, they can lead us humans to lose their jobs. For example, a maid or caretaker might lose his or her job just because the house owners just suddenly decide that a robot would be much better for the house because it will not only clean their house but it will also take care of the children. My friends, that not only would be bad for the workers there, but it might also have a bad effect for the children because the children might not get enough affection from the parents as they should. Furthermore, we also know that robots don't have any feelings or emotions in them. What the work they do is basically programmed by us humans, which can also be hacked or exploited by none other than us humans. The second problem we humans might face is that we might get lazy. We might be solely dependent on the robots to do our work, which can cause us to become obese. In conclusion, I would say that robots are made to make our lives easier, but not to be the ones to live it. Furthermore, I would say that therefore, that robots, in the future we should beware of the robots because one day one might replace you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Next we have Ayan Abdullah and he will be speaking for the topic.
Can you imagine spending a whole day without checking your phone or going on vacations without taking pictures? The answer to this is a big no. Honorable Chief Guest, judges, teachers and my dear fellows, Assalamu alaikum. Today, the topic I have been assigned is robots should be in every home. Robot is one of the most remarkable, invincible, exceptional, irreplaceable and unstoppable inventions in the history of the world. From smartphones to microphones, from fridges to refrigerators and from mics to speakers. We are surrounded by robots. We cannot imagine our life without robots. Once Robert Duvall said, who was also the first to invent first automatic robot. He said, and I quote, "People are fascinated by robots because these are machines that can mimic life. If you are tired of tedious household chores, you are just a one click away. A home robot can keep your home safe and secure. It can be the control center for everything in your home. You are just a click away." Isaac Asimov once said, and I quote, "There is no difference between machines and the very best of humans." Nowadays, a lot of people say that robots don't have feelings and emotions, but I completely disagree this. Once I was standing in the cafeteria of my college in order to get a cup of coffee from the coffee machine. Suddenly, I saw the principal of my college. I asked him, "Sir, you have many office boys, why didn't you tell them?" He answered me politely, "Dear, all you need to do is to put a $1 note in it and it will in return serve you a hot cup of coffee. There's no need to argue with humans when you have machines." Now, I would like to conclude my speech with this quote: "There's no difference between humans and machines, and no machine is better than the humans but with machine." Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Okay, speaking against, we have Isha.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Isha and I'm from morning conversation class, and today my topic is every home should have a robot. It depends on what you are defining as a robot. Even then, my answer is no home really needs a robot. Yes, I agree, robots can save time in doing work, but it also adds complexity to your life. They may look like a human, but they are a machine having no emotion. They won't be able to conceal a sad and a depressed person, which will result more stress. If a robot do all the work, then we will be dependent on them and won't be able to learn something new. These robots are making us lazy, as all the work, such as cleaning room, washing and daily chores, are done by them, though we ourselves are supposed to do. They are destroying our physical fitness. These robots are killing human intelligence. If a robot does a certain work again and again, they don't learn anything new. But if a human does certain work, they always learn something new. The use of robots in industry and in social life could adversely affect our social life. When robots replace human in social jobs, the sense of alienation in human may be induced, which will cause depression. I'll end my debate by saying technology is making things easier, but in that act, they reduce the amount of work that a human does to get a task done. A task that used to take 3 people now only needs 1, which is a machine, a robot. This is why technology is making human dull and idle day by day. Thank you.
Thank you, Isha. Next we have Fiza Ashfaq. She will be speaking for the topic.
Honorable judges, respected teachers, guests, and my fellow students, a very good morning to you all. My name is Fiza Ashfaq. I'm from the Morning Conversation Club. I speak in the favor that every home should have robots, because the benefits of purchasing a robot into your household is their ability of multitasking. Companies nowadays are trying to create a robot that can do multiple functions quicker, with more attention to details and with minimum amount of noise. Let's take an example of a robotic lawn mower that can cut the grass by itself silently. So from that kind of intelligent technology, it is making life increasingly easier and effortless for the families. Now they can finally relax after a long day at work while their robot is doing all the chores at home. Or maybe giving a chance to the parents to spend more time with their kids. Honorable judges, people often bemoan robots for stealing jobs. In truth though, they provide almost as many as they take. For instance, jobs in the coding and engineering industries are both important for design and creating robots. Majority assume that all the robots have a metal body that have a certain command. But they are as simpler as an automatic camera, which is affordable to install in your homes to look for the intruders. Honorable judges, accidents happen with humans at the helm. In worst case scenarios, people get hurt. But a robot in the charge or behind the wheels, and they can take the beating instead. And they can prevent the happening in the first place. So if you all understand the factors and are trying to consider the idea, you should get one for your home because they are highly beneficial if people use them in moderation. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Next we have Alyan Imtiaz speaking against.
Honorable judges, respected teachers, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear fellow students. Assalamu alaikum. I am Alyan Imtiaz from Morning Conversation class. My topic for today is every home should have a robot. I'll be speaking against the motion, as my friend shared a lot of advantages of keeping robots in home. Nevertheless, I think robots are not useful for home. Firstly, robot needs oodles of electricity to run, which makes them expensive. And secondly, I would like to negate my opponent's point as she shared that robot has an ability of multitasking. No, robots are totally different. They just do only what they have been programmed for. And now I am going to share a very interesting fact about robot. They have no feelings. They can't express any emotion. They are just machines, clever chunks of metal with gears and gizmos. How can they feel any emotion? On the other hand, robots can't think for themselves. They totally rely on humans to program them for specific tasks. They can't do magic to develop new capabilities at the drop of a hat. As my friend, another friend said that robots have an emotion. How can they say that robots have an emotion? As he shared that the coffee machine has an emotion. If you give your child a robot to take care of your child, how will it care? Like this? They can't express any emotion because they don't have any emotions. And if you give that child to your any cousin and mother, sister, he will take care with love. That is the main reason for not keeping robots in home. My final and very strongest reason to persuade you is human interaction will also suffer as robots become an increasing part of our life. As we all know, mobile phones have already started their slippery slope. Just look around you in any public space and you can see the mass of people staring at their phones' screens. We are more connected via the internet than ever before, but more isolated, lonely, and depressed too. Ladies and gentlemen, there is every reason to believe that this is going to worsen as robots become an increasing part of our life. Thank you.
With this, we come to the end of our final category, the advanced level.
There was a rescue helicopter taking 11 persons from one place to another place. The 11 persons were hanging with a rope from the helicopter. Suddenly, the pilot of the helicopter said, and there were 10 men and one lady with the rope. He said, please take the decision now, we are going to crash. This helicopter can carry the load of only 10 persons. So one person is supposed to give his or her life. All the men, they started the argument. But tu kooja. मेरे तो छोटे छोटे बच्चे भाई तू कूद जा घर में तो शादी भी नहीं. And they had all the debate. फिर उसने कहा, the pilot said once again, please decide quickly or we are all going to die. The lady in the end of the rope, she said, please stop the fight. We women in the role of wives, in the role of daughters, mothers, sisters, we have been giving sacrifice for men throughout the history. And it will be me who is going to give my life for all of you. And she gave such a rhetorical speech, an emotional speech, that all the men, they started clapping. The moral of the story is, don't fight with a woman. They are smarter than you think. Be calm and comfortable. Don't overdo your gestures and body language and hands movement and like this and this, because this is distracting. Why these gestures are required? Because they are required to support whatever you're saying. For example, I'm saying there's a round shape, something. Then I'm trying to support my round because of my hand. But if you overdo it, cut it short, chop it down. Please use creative language. एक तो plain language होती है ना, बिल्कुल सीधा सीधा, या आपने मुझे बड़ी तकलीफ पहुंचाई. एक ये, you have created a dent in my soul. ये खूबसूरत लफ्ज़ वही हैं, लेकिन आप लोगों का इस्तेमाल ऐसा किया कि उसके अंदर एक आर्ट नज़र आ रहा है. तो use artistic and creative language. Then the use of logic, statistic, and right references. Percentages. लोग percentage से बड़ा impress होते हैं. The second last phase is tonality and drama. Don't over dramatize. लेकिन tonality is important. Inflection is important. किस चीज़ पे आप जोर दे रहे हैं? बाज़ दफ़ा हम गलत अल्फाज पे जोर दे देते हैं, जो कि नहीं होता. भाई देखिए ना, I will invite you for tea. I will invite you for tea. Thank you. I will invite you for tea. I will invite you for tea. Emphasis हो रहा है तो अलग अलग meanings आ रहे हैं. तो intonation, tonality of voice, ups and downs. ले जाओ इस पैसे के कमीते कुत्ते गुलाम को हमारी आंखों के सामने से दूर ले जाओ. ठीक है, ये एक अलग बात हो गई. तो मेरे अर्ज करने में है कि इसके ऊपर भी आपको अलग से काम. आखिरी बात यह है कि ओवरनाइट सक्सेस डिपेंड्स अपॉन 1000 नाइट हार्ड वर्क. एंड द मैसेज इज practice, practice, and practice. I love you all. Thank you, Marzieh, for organizing such a wonderful gathering and wonderful session. I congratulate you for organizing such a beautiful, and thank you very much too.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. मुझे बहुत खुशी है, मर्जिया शाह जब से PSCC को दोबारा ज्वाइन किया है, आज का सेशन भी बहुत खूबसूरत और मालूमाती रहा, और इससे पहले भी उन्होंने कई सेशंस किए. मौजूदा बोर्ड पूरी सपोर्ट कर रहा है उन्हें ताकि अच्छे से अच्छे इवेंट्स हों. मैं PSCC से 88 से वाबस्ता हूँ, एज ए स्टूडेंट था, और मैं अपनी फीलिंग बयान नहीं कर सकता कि आज मैं मिसेस रफ़ी के बराबर में बैठा. ये मेरे लिए एक ऑनर, मेरे लिए एजाज़ था. ज़ाहिर है मिसेस रफ़ी 2005 में रिटायर हुई, मैं 88 PSCC एज ए स्टूडेंट आया था. तो मेरा और मिसेस रफ़ी का रिश्ता जो रहा और जो फीलिंग्स रहीं, मैं अभी बयान नहीं कर सकता कि मैं उनके बराबर में बैठा. जहाँ मैं मिसेस रफ़ी का जिक्र कर रहा हूँ और उनकी खिदमात PSCC के लिए जो रही हैं, उनसे हम सब वाकिफ़ हैं. मैं मिसेस अहमद का जिक्र भी ज़रूर करूँगा. जब ये मिसेस ELP डायरेक्टर थी तो वो कल्चरल डायरेक्टर थी, और मैं गैर महसूस तरीक़े से वो मेरी टीचर थी और मैंने उनसे बहुत कुछ सीखा. अमली ज़िंदगी में मैं बहुत कुछ करता हूँ जो मुझे अंदाज़ा नहीं होता, लेकिन मुझे बाद में होता है कि मैंने जो कुछ उनसे सीखा है वो मैं अपनी अमली ज़िंदगी में अमल कर रहा हूँ. ये बात मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूँ कि आज आप वहाँ बैठे हैं, एक वक्त था कि मैं भी वहाँ बैठा था.
बहुत मुमकिन है आप में से कोई यहाँ भी खड़ा हो जाएगा। और जो मुझे ये कहते हुए भी खुशी होती है कि जो PSCC के टीचर्स हैं वो बहैसियत एक ड्यूटी की तरह PSCC में अपनी ड्यूटी नहीं देते, और मुझे मालूम होता रहता है और मुझे भी अंदाज़ा रहता है कि वो इसको अपना घर और अपना समझकर इसमें टाइम देते हैं। इससे कोई ताल्लुक़ नहीं रखते टीचर्स खुसूसन जो PSCC के हैं कि ये हमारी ड्यूटी है और हमने ड्यूटी अदा कर दी। तो ये मैं मौजूदा बोर्ड जो है वो पूरी कोशिश कर रहा है कि कल्चरल प्रोग्राम जिस तरह हुआ करते थे हो रहे हैं, इसी तरह एजुकेशनल प्रोग्राम्स और स्टूडेंट्स के लिए खुसूसन ऐसे सेशंस होते रहें ताकि वो भी कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज़ में उनका अमल दखल रहे। मैं एक बार जजेस का भी शुक्रिया अदा करूंगा कि उन्होंने, और जजेस के लिए कहते हुए तो बड़ा डर लगता है कि जजेस के पास ही ये इख्तियार है तौहीन अदालत का, तो इसलिए कुछ कहते हुए ऐसा होता है कि पता नहीं, अदालत तो अदालत है, और अदालत, और मैं वो अदालतों के लिए कह रहा हूँ कि वो तौहीन पे तो तवज्जो देते हैं, इज़्ज़त पे नहीं देते। अगर जैसे हम लोग अक्सर कहते हैं हम जिंदा कौम हैं, ये हमें क्यों कहना पड़ता कि हम जिंदा कौम हैं? कोई और क्यों नहीं कहता कि ये जिंदा कौम है? तो हम जिंदा कौम बने। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद, PSCC जिंदाबाद।
Assalamu alaikum. I would like to thank the president of the governing board members, all the judges and teachers to come here and spare time from their busy schedule for the encouragement of our students. And I would also like to thank all the students who take part in this contest. And basically we are arranging these type of contests for the improvement of your language skills. And inshallah in future we will arrange some more activities like this. And I hope that you will enjoy it and take part in these activities. I would also like to thank Ms. Marziya Shah for arranging such a wonderful event. और इस सारे डिबेट्स के अंदर जो एक टॉपिक था मैन आर स्ट्रॉन्गर देन वुमेन, उसके अंदर एक साहब ने कहा कि अब्दुल सत्तार ईदी साहब को देखें कि उन्होंने कितने ज़बरदस्त काम किए। तो मैं यहाँ कहूँगा कि अगर बिल्कीस ईदी उनको घर का सौदा लाने और शॉपिंग लगाने में लगा के रखती तो कभी ये सारे काम नहीं कर सकते थे। तो उनका बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन है। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
It was such a pleasure to be invited by Marziya Shah after so many years. As she said in her introduction, I worked here for 27 years, and it was a real delight listening to you students. And I was telling my co-judge, Mrs. Hamida Usman, that things have improved. Like our beginning level students in those days could not speak like they did today. And whatever was said within the heart. It was there. Like, I respect our chairman's views, but I think all of you spoke very well, and the standard definitely has improved. And I suppose we have to thank Mrs. Marziya Shah for that, and all the teachers. Thank you again, and do this regularly so that our standard improves. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I don't know what to say because I'm just blown over. I've come back after many years to PSCC and it's exactly the same. It's like I was walking in to take a class. Nothing has changed, and yet everything has changed in our lives. And I think the student community did a fantastic job. And she's right, Tayyaba, when she says that the standard has really gone up. When we had beginners, we had what is this and what is that. And that's all they could identify at that stage. So you all have gone, and the competition has taken us to a superior place. They were wonderful. The thoughts were, I thought that they put in a lot of thinking into the debates and they argued their points well. It was difficult to go forward against the motion because both sides were so convincing. And yes, the standard of debating is to oppose and so one feels very strongly about that point. But there's always a middle path. Like he said, if Sattaridi was sort of a landmark figure in our lives, his wife was there and she supported him. I felt a bit upset that the women were considered not so effective, but I think women are the power behind the men. And no matter what the men say, they agree in their hearts. So that's okay, so long as everyone knows that she has a role. Thank you very much for everything. I had a I thought I'd put everything aside when Marzieh said that you come and be one of the judges. I cancelled everything and I said, this is a place that I have to go to. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Hamid. We would like our third guest, Mrs. Rehmat Ibrahim, to add grace to this auspicious event.
I'm Rehmat Ibrahim and I taught at PSEC for quite some time. It was a pleasure for me to come back today in the capacity of judge for such a wonderful session. The speeches and the debates were all very, very impressive. And I think PSEC has progressed a lot. Students, I think you did a great job. And as far as I'm concerned, PSEC is my home ground, it's my training ground, it's where I developed my passion for not only for teaching, but for teaching English as the second language. So thank you PSEC for inviting me, thank you Marzieh Shah for thinking of me, and all the best to everyone.
Let's begin with the speeches. The first prize goes to Javeria.
Ready? Thank you.
She spoke on my mother. Yeah, she's your superhero. All right, and she is. Runner-up is Manha Javed from Karimabad. Then we have from our foundation, which was our beginners in level 1. First goes to Hasib for first prize. Well dressed. Thank you for dressing up immaculately today. Amazing, amazing. No jeans, no t-shirts, that's the best. Okay. And the runner-up here is Bisma. Bisma, are you here, young lady? Please come up. First prize, Zoos Should Be Banned, goes to Salsabil Khan. We have a runner-up, Farhan Ahmad. Is he here, Farhan? Yes, well done, young man. And of course, we can't forget a child who joined us. His mother came and told me, I want him to learn English, just keep him here. And I could see we were not 100% there. So I decided that let's put him for 2 months in a computer program. We got him into computers, then we brought him into our pre-beginner. He came first in pre-beginner, beginners, level 1, and now level 2. He has been a student of Qazi Faisal, who has worked tremendously with him, and that is Afnan. Please come up, Afnan. Let's come to the upper intermediate. Men are stronger than women. I think all the men should be thrown out and the women should get the award. So let's have Khizra come up for the first prize. Runner-up, Rifat Kasmani. All right, I'll be getting it wrong. It took me a week to get her to say women and not woman. So it was every day, and she looks at me and she said, there's one thing I've learned, women. We come to the advanced level. And I'd just like to tell you that Ms. Tayyaba Ahad is the one who introduced Conversation Club at PACC. She made the curriculum, she made everything, and she had a social English class for ladies, and she used to take them to different hotels, to different places, teach them how to sit, how to talk, how to converse with each other, and carry on a conversation. So we have some, we've just got mentors and mentors over here. So let's have from the advanced level, every home should have a robot, Fiza Ashfaq. Come on, Fiza. Runner-up, Alyan Imtiaz. Where is he? Okay. That brings us to the end of our program. Okay. And we would like to now honor our judges and Mrs. Rafi. Can we have Ms. Hamida Usman? Tayyaba, please center stage. So can we have आप अगर नीचे जाकर नुसरत साहब आप उनको दीजिए.
There are so many memories that are associated with this institution that we call the PACC. It's not just the four walls that compound it, but it is what is inside that has developed at the PACC between the teachers, between the students, and between the management. And we have always got the support of the board of directors. They have been here and we have been able to fulfill our duties. My journey with the PACC started. I actually came here when they were having drama readings. And this was way back when I was at the University of Karachi. They were having drama readings of American plays and Shakespearean plays. And that is how I came here also, as Mr. Makhdoom Riaz says, I came here as a student, just to listen to all those different renderings, the dramatic renderings of how the American and the Shakespearean or the British literature were different, and at the same time, the topics were so interesting. But after that I left, and then came back again after doing my Fulbright. My principal at the Public Cantonment School, he actually said that they need a teacher with some background of the States to come in and teach. I was lucky, I had been on a Fulbright grant, and reluctantly though at that time I came in. But I joined here as a teacher, and within 5-6 months, I had come on to the administrative side of the PACC. And then the journey started, where by this one center, we ended up with 3 centers in Karachi, 2 in Hyderabad, then a center in Lahore, a center in Peshawar, and a center in Quetta. And our turnover of students per term was 30,000 students. One of the directors of the board, Dr. Brenning, if I remember his name correctly, he told me at one point, "You are not running an institution, you are running a whole university." And that is how it was. We had a faculty of 250 to 300 very, very devoted teachers, very devoted. And we got the best, we got the cream of the English language teaching program. And from here started this concept of teaching English, not as literature, but as language. You know, the communication aspect came in. And I'm proud to say that a whole lot of institutions like the Aga Khan and some others, some hospitals, somewhere in the nurses' courses, they started approaching us because they realized that language was part of communication and they would like to impart this to their own students. And who used to start? I mean, it was good that one of our teachers or faculty members was called in, and they headed different programs at different very renowned institutions. So coming up with all this, I feel here today that the PACC has been a pioneer, and at the same time it has brought in so much good and so much experience in the art of communication over these years. I'm sorry that I'm short of words, but and I would also like to thank all the students for their support. You know, I mean, if you are not there, there will be no PACC. Or, I mean, it works the other way around too. Because of your interest and because of your commitment, and we are all committed to seeing you go forward, and all my blessings are with you. I'm happy to be here, and I was so glad to see one of the people from ELP, Irfan Mudassir. You know, I mean, you come back and you start thinking, oh yes, this is very much familiar, because the PACC rings with all the sounds of people like Alfred David singing away, Jahana Jadoon joining him. I mean, you can just not forget it. And all our sorrows and tears and all that we have shared with each other over the years, it has been a blessed place. The PACC has acted as a sustainer of joys and sorrows, and has seen us through life, and has seen us through life well. So all hats off to the PACC, and I wish it flourishes and goes on. And currently, where is this lady, Mrs. Marzieh Shah? Yes, I mean, to see the language program coming alive again. Under your guidance, Mr. Nusrat Ali Sahab, who's the director, you're the chairperson of the ELP, and you, Mr. Mahbudum Riaz Sahab, as the president. All the best, and the faculty members and our executive director. All my good feelings are with you people, and inshallah, perhaps at some other point I might be able to really walk in on my 2 feet, inshallah. And stand up and say thanks to all of you. Thank you so much. And I have thoroughly enjoyed the speeches of the students until somebody called a lady mad. But then see the mad lady, what she did. She made a speech and all the gents started clapping and fell off the plane. So the lady can be very fatalistic if she wants to. Okay? So beware of the Sanaf-e Nazuk, as we are called. We are really very strong inside. All the best. I'm sure that without the male counterpart, the female can't work, and without the female, the male can't go anywhere. So cheers to all of us. Inshallah, we shall meet again. PACC Zindabad or Pakistan Paindabad. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.